any sentence that has a conjunction can definitely be broken down into its constituent clauses. So with that in mind, let's move on to the next slide that we have. The next slide, yes. So in this one, we have 4 sentences. And if you notice, each of these 4 sentences, they all have a conjunction, and, and, and another and over here. So going by what we just understood as far as conjunction is concerned, we have these 4 sentences, and the fact that each of these sentences they have conjunction, they can definitely be broken down into its constituent clauses. So the first one that we have, the qualities of a soldier are loyalty, honesty, and being brave. We clearly have 3 clauses. The first clause, if we had to break it down just like how we did with the John and Diego sentence, the first clause that we can break down this sentence into would be the quality of a soldier is loyalty. This is the first clause. The second clause is the quality of a soldier is honesty. Second clause. The third and the final clause is the quality of a soldier is being brave. So we have our 3 constituent clauses over here. Now, going to parallelism over here briefly, the thing about parallelism is this is a very known term, specifically when it comes to mathematics. So we are all familiar with the idea of parallelism. Now, the 2 things which we can perhaps have it as a takeaway from our understanding of parallelism as far as mathematics is concerned towards verbal ability would be that parallelism refers to perhaps something which is uniform or which is equal. So uniformity and equality are the 2 things that we are basically having as a takeaway from mathematics to verbal ability. So uniformity and equality. Let's see if these 3 clauses that we have over here, if they are equal or uniform. So the first clause, the quality of a soldier is loyalty. This particular clause is expressed using a noun. So loyalty, as far as the parts of speech they are concerned, loyalty basically is a noun. So we have the first clause expressed using a noun. The second clause, the quality of a soldier is honesty. So honesty, again, this is a noun. Both of them are abstract nouns, but noun nonetheless. So we have the first 2 clauses expressed using nouns. Coming to the last and the final clause of this sentence, the quality of a soldier is being brave. So being brave, not only do we have a different part of speech, we also have this being. So being, for now, we are calling it ing form of verb. So we have a combination of ing form of verb plus brave. Brave, this is an adjective. So the part of speech that brave is, this is an adjective. So we have 3 clauses. The first clause, it is a noun. The second clause, it is again a noun. The third clause, it is a combination of ing plus adjective. So going back to parallelism and conjunction and all that things in between. So we have that whole idea of uniformity and equality. It cannot be seen over here, particularly in this sentence. Uniformity we can see till the second clause. Third clause, it goes kaput, it goes completely haywire. So this sentence, in uh, in a different way of understanding it, this sentence basically has a faulty parallel structure. It is grammatically incorrect. So how do we rectify it? How do we make the parallel structure of this sentence correct? That would be, we need to make that would be basically how the whole idea of parallelism, that is how it comes into picture. We need to make all the 3 clauses equal, all the 3 clauses uniform. So what we can do is, because the first 2 clauses are already in the noun form, the third can also be converted into noun form minus the ing, of course. So How do we do that? Brave, which is an adjective, we can change brave into a noun. So the noun form of brave, it would be bravery. So the three clauses, the rectified sentence would be the qualities of a soldier are loyalty, honesty, and bravery. That's it. That is how we correct the mistake over here. All right. So this is how it goes. And with bravery, all the three clauses are now expressed using noun, the part of speech noun over here. Now, there's another way of correcting the mistake in this particular sentence, because when it comes to parallelism, there's no hard and fast rule that we have to change the clauses as per the first clause. There's no hard and fast rule like that. We can also change the clauses. We can actually make them uniform by changing everything as per the third clause as well. The whole idea is, the only condition that is required is, as long as all the clauses, they are uniform, they are equal, the sentence is grammatically correct, the parallel structure is grammatically correct, no matter whether you changed the first clause according to the second clause or the second clause according to the first clause, and so on and so forth. So what we can do is we can change the first two clauses as per the third one. So the third one that we had was ing plus adjective. So we can also make ing plus adjective form of the first two clauses. So the sentence would be, the final sentence would be, the qualities of a soldier are being loyal, being honest, and being brave. So this is how it goes. Coming to the second one that we have, she always finds time for reading the latest books, enjoying leisure time, and talk about her children. So the first one, reading the latest books. So we have, moving on from the first sentence, which was all about which part of speech is being used. Coming to the second sentence, we are now concerned about what form of a verb is being used over here. So we have an ing form of verb, reading. This is used to express the first sentence, the first clause. The second clause is again described or expressed using an ing form of verb, enjoying leisure time. And finally, the third clause, we have talk. So it is a non ing. So for convenience, we are writing it non ing. So we have three clauses. The first clause is in the ing format. The second clause, it's again in the ing format. And finally, the third clause, non-ing. So it is not uniform. It is not equal. So we need to make it equal. We just need to change talk into ing. So talking, that would be it. She always finds time for reading the latest books, enjoying leisure time, and talking about her children. That would be the final correct sentence. Moving on to the third sentence. In this slide, he traveled to Delhi, to Amritsar, and visited Shimla. Over here, we have the city preceded by to. We have second city preceded by to. And then we have the third city, the third and the final city, Shimla, which is preceded by visited, which is which is making this entire sentence non-uniform. So what we can do over here is just changed visited into to. That's about it. So the final sentence would be, he traveled to Delhi, to Amritsar, and to Shimla. That would be the sentence. We can also do one thing. This sentence can also be written in another way, because there are three twos over here. So to Delhi, to Amritsar, and to Shimla. So too many twos over here. So what we can do over here is we can just write two in the first city, and we can assume that the two is being taken common by this one only. So we can just write the sentence as, he traveled to Delhi, Amritsar, and Shimla. That's about it. So we have the liberty of taking this as common, or we can also go with the other way around. We can distribute this equally to the second and the third clause as well. So either way it works fine. Both of them are grammatically correct. Coming to the last one that we have over here, he has faced a lot of hardships, believing in his own innocence, and he desired the truth. So the first one is he has faced a lot of hardships. Why? Because of believing in his own innocence. So we have ing over here. The second clause is he has faced a lot of hardships. Why? Because he desired the truth. So we have desired, which is non ing. So we basically need to change it into the ing form of verb. So the full and final answer would be he has faced a lot of hardships, believing in his own innocence and desiring the truth, minus he. So that would be it, the sentence. So that we have more or less understood what exactly do we mean by parallelism with the given examples. Let's move one step ahead over here.